But with a big win over Weatherford Friday night, Royse City will enter district play without a loss. And our Kia inside story tells us that after a few losing seasons, the Bulldogs coaching staff had a feeling a breakout year like this one was on the horizon.
Starting the season 3-0 and winning by an average of 30 points a game may have been a surprise to some, but not to Royse City head coach Drew Colvin.
We got to do a great job telling the quarterback, working the quarterback on that, all right?
He had an idea something special was coming when his freshman team won the district championship a year ago.
When you watch them practice, when you watch them play, you can tell they love football. They love football. And it is like overwhelming to other teams. The way they play. Thursday nights looking like Friday nights. It's just their style of play, man. It's like you just watch those guys and it's inspiring.
Those freshmen are now sophomores, and 6 of them start for the Bulldogs this year. That includes Bryson Arney. The soft-spoken wide receiver is a big play waiting to happen, and when you talk potential, well, we'll let Coach Colvin speak on that.
He's just a sophomore, and he's not as good as he'll ever be, but I do think that, if he does what he's supposed to do, he will be the best receiver that I have ever coached. And I really do think that by the time he is a senior, he will be one of the most exciting players in the country to watch at receiver, kick returner, punt returner.
The Bulldogs are putting up eye-popping offensive numbers as they average 48 points a game through their first 3 contests. The receiving corps is led by senior Kemarion Clarke, who had some personal obstacles to get past before he even got on the football field.
Growing up, I had it hard. I used to stay in Florida, but now I'm in Texas. I used to live with my grandparents. Now I live with one of my friends. He took me in. Getting to varsity, it was a challenge, but I had to work. I had to get up there. So I had to prove what needed to be proven.
Sometimes kids fall through the cracks, I think, and I think that's the deal with him. Grades were an issue. Staying on the right track to be eligible to play football, which is something that means a lot to him, was an issue.
Living virtually on his own, Clarke found himself below the failing line through his sophomore year. With the threat of not playing football at all last year, Kemarion locked in, and with the help of his Royse City football family, Clarke is back on track.
He fought like heck to get all his credits, to get eligible to play football. And then last fall, he was not on the failure list, not one time during football season. The reality of, I'm not going to be able to play football unless I take care of business in the building, for sure is what got it going.
That's all I need to hear. If I can't play football, I don't know what I'll do. It's exciting to see what I'm going to get into next, It's exciting not having to worry about summer school no more.
This kid who doesn't have a consistency outside of the field house found a way to get here every day and be where he was supposed to be every day and take care of his grades and get to football practice and do what he's supposed to do. So I would just ask kids, what is your excuse?
Inside Story is brought to you by your DFW area Kia dealers. Kia, movement that inspires.